Meantime, the UK tech scene is flourishing. More than 10% of new jobs created in the UK this year have been in tech fields. This according to a newly released report from the job listing and recruitment portal Indeed. Expertise in AI and data science were two of the primary drivers, showing almost 200% growth and a 136% increase, respectively, since 2015. Still, filling these positions is proving tough. The report found that the 50 most difficult roles to fill, of those 44% were for software and tech developers. Joining us now from London, Bloomberg's Caroline Hyde. And obviously, Caroline, there's a lot of uncertainty that businesses are facing, tech businesses especially in the UK right now, given Brexit and concerns about the economy, yet they're still looking to hire.
You're right, 1 in 10 jobs is going to the tech sector here in the UK, and that's notable because it's more than the financial sector, and that really was the sector that the UK over-depended upon for years prior to the financial crisis, and also more than professional services. So this is a key area of growth. You were saying the numbers, almost double the growth in the past year that we've seen in AI in particular, and that sort of reflects the trends we're seeing across technology in general, with Apple pushing on Siri, Google pushing on Android, Amazon pushing on Echo. AI, machine learning is where it's hot. So too is just developers in general. A lot of the numbers are coming from junior jobs, but they are the hardest ones to fill are the more senior ones, Emily. And interestingly, I think it's going to be a harder and harder sell as the pound crumbles in its value, and suddenly EU workers perhaps don't want to come quite so much.
What trends in hiring are people talking to you about in terms of what kinds of jobs they're looking to fill?
Yeah, I think it is at the moment developers, engineers. That's what they're wanting. I think what's an interesting theme is how many are now looking to source that sort of talent actually abroad. Do you really need your engineering talent to be based in London, which is quite expensive to do? Or could you perhaps be looking to the Philippines, to Lithuania, to some of the Eastern Bloc countries where we know that there's rich pools of talent and they're pretty cheap to come by? I mean, we know that TransferWise, one of the pin-up fintech companies here in the UK, yes, has a bulk of its talent here in the United Kingdom and they're headquartered here, but also they look to Estonia, where the current owners and indeed the current founders of the business come from originally. So many are looking at talent pools to come from abroad, and I think this is what is also slightly worrying. Is I was just at Founders Forum today. This is where some of the leading lights in UK, but even US technology gather. Marissa Mayer was there, for example. David Cameron, the ex-UK Prime Minister, was there giving a speech. And a lot of people I'm talking to are saying they're worried about EU talent currently based in the UK wanting to go back home. The pound has fallen in value. They're worried about whether they'll be able to retain their visas and indeed their citizenship here. All the time, though, many saying, look, maybe it's not too much of a problem when you've got the US, you've got India, other talent pools to call upon. But I do think that tech talent is still the #1 priority for those founding business in the UK. And the question is, can they get enough of it here, particularly amid the Brexit and post-election uncertainty?